what are some of the pitfalls for a beginning investor to avoid?
Oh, pitfalls for a beginning investor. Well, I would say one of the things I've actually had quite a few conversations with some beginning investors over the last 2 years or so, um, and uh, and most of the cases where I've been talking, they were a little frustrated because they were having trouble kind of making it work and those type of things. And when I dug into it, I mean, they were working with extremely volatile investments, had huge upside potential, and they're really, very, very volatile instruments, though. And what I've seen, at least in my experience, is that the more volatility, obviously the more upside you have, but the harder it is to do it right. And so you're a brand new investor and you're basically just trying to hit home runs.
Mm.
And it takes time. I mean, personally, I wouldn't go to a financial advisor to manage my money unless you've been doing it for 20 years. I think it really takes a lot of time to learn how to invest. And so I guess my first thought would be do some basics, try to hit some singles. Don't try to hit home run with everything. You can still try, but keep your home runs to kind of smaller dollar amounts and have your kind of core investments be more basics. And then, get some experience and just learn slowly but surely how to keep saving and keep building that, that asset base with your monthly savings. But have some core, investments that you might even think is a little bit boring, but at least they have a good chance of making some money, over a period of time. Because a lot of these volatile things, you make some money and then you have to get out at the right time. Otherwise, you lose the money. And so, I saw a lot of conversations with people doing call options. Well, call options expire. So if you don't do that exactly right, I mean, you're basically going from T-ball if you're an initial investor to the major leagues. I'm going to go. I just am learning T-ball, but I'm going to go, try to hit a curveball from, one of the Yankee pitchers. And so I would probably try to, practice hitting some balls off the tee first, and then get a pitching machine. Work your experience up a little bit more succinctly, and a little bit more of a planned out methodology before you start, trying to go into the big leagues, which is where you go with some of those volatility pieces. Unfortunately, the news is littered with those few people that actually did it. They made it and they made all this money, and then everybody thinks they can do it. What the news doesn't show is the 100 other people that didn't make it that ended up getting frustrated trying to do it. So I would say, just work it up slowly.